Ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, what is that star actually doing right now? The fact is, the light we see isn't the present event, but a message from the past. In this story, you'll be taken on a journey through time via Starlight. Slow, but full of secrets. Ever look up at the stars at night and think, when did that light turn on? The fact is, the starlight you see now might have been sent millions of years ago. So, the night sky is actually a giant time machine. Light seems really fast, right? It is. Light travels at about 300,000 kilometers per second. But the problem is, the universe is enormous. Distances between stars aren't measured in kilometers, but in light years. It's ridiculously far. 1 light year is the distance light travels in a full year without stopping. Imagine driving a car non-stop for a year. Exhausting. Well, light is also driving, but super fast. Even so, the distance still makes it take a long time. Take the sun, for example. Sunlight takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. That means if the sun suddenly went out, we would only know 8 minutes later. Relax, that's just an example. The sun isn't going to be that dramatic. Now imagine a star that's thousands of light years away. What does that mean? The light that's just reaching our eyes now is light from the past, from when that star might have still been in its teenage years. There are even stars that may have already exploded or died, but their light is still on the way to Earth. So we're seeing something that actually doesn't exist anymore. Kind of spooky, but also cool. The sky is full of old stories. That's why astronomers are often called cosmic historians. They don't just look at celestial objects, they look at the past of the universe. A telescope is like a time machine, not just a tool for stargazing. The farther away the object, the older the light we receive. A distant galaxy means a super old story. Some light set out when Earth didn't even have dinosaurs. It's only just now reaching human eyes. Why can't light just arrive instantly? Because even though it's the fastest thing in the universe, light still has a speed limit. It can't go any faster. The universe is like it's set a speed limit. If light could be instant, the laws of physics would go haywire. Time and space wouldn't make sense. It's precisely because there's a speed of light limit that the universe remains orderly and can be studied by humans. So every time you see a shooting star or a sky full of bright dots, you're actually watching a replay. Not a live broadcast. But that's exactly what makes the night sky feel magical and special. The closest star to us besides the Sun, Proxima Centauri, is about 4 light years away. That means it's light left when you were probably busy doing what? Maybe before you knew the world. The more you think about it, the smaller you feel. We on Earth are just a tiny dot, receiving light from a very distant past. But from this tiny dot, humans can understand the universe. It's mind-blowing. Light is a messenger. It carries information, the star's age, temperature, even its chemical elements, all sent on a long journey across the vacuum of space, just to finally reach our eyes. That's why sophisticated telescopes are made big and sensitive, so that the message from that weak and ancient light can still be read. Just a tiny bit of light, but its story is incredibly long. When you think a star is beautiful, you're actually admiring the struggle of light that traveled far without fuel, without rest, without getting lost. Just straight, speeding, for years on end. And what's even more mind-blowing is, the farther we look, the closer we get to the beginning of the universe. The oldest light we can capture is the remnant of the big explosion, the Big Bang. But this super ancient light is very faint, almost lost. It takes tools and genius minds to catch and translate it. This is where the story of the universe starts to feel serious. So starlight isn't just brightness in the sky, it is a cosmic archive, a record of a long journey through time. Every point of light has a story, it's just a matter of whether we want to listen or not. In the next story, we'll discuss the oldest light in the universe and why looking farther means looking earlier. Get ready, because the story is going to get deeper and more jaw-dropping. Let's continue. In the previous story, we touched on the oldest light in the universe. Well, this light isn't from an ordinary star, but from the remnant of the biggest explosion in all of history. The Big Bang. This light is called the cosmic microwave background radiation. The name sounds complicated, but the point is simple. It's the leftover light from when the universe was still a baby, just born and not yet organized like it is now. This light has been traveling for about 13.8 billion years to reach Earth. Yes, billion. So when a telescope captures this light, we are looking at the baby version of the universe, still innocent. Because the distance is super far, the light has weakened and changed form, from bright light to microwaves. But its content remains the same, the story of the beginning of everything. From this light, scientists know the universe used to be extremely hot, dense and small. Everything you see now, stars, galaxies, planets, originated from that initial chaos. Back to the topic of distance. The universe is constantly expanding. So while the light is traveling to Earth, the distance is actually getting farther. It's like chasing a bus that keeps speeding up. That's why some light that should theoretically have arrived hasn't. The space in between is stretching too. It's not that the light is slow, but the space itself is getting wider. This is also the reason why there's a limit to how far we can see. There are parts of the universe whose light will never reach us, too far, losing the race against expansion. It's a bit disheartening. It means there are cosmic stories we will never witness, but the ones we can already see contain an incredible amount. Every time a new telescope is built, the limit of our vision gets farther. That means we go further back into the past, not forward. Looking far, looking long ago. That's why astronomers get so excited every time they get new light from a super distant galaxy. It's like finding a long-lost old recording. Starlight can also give clues about the future. From its color, scientists can tell if a star is healthy, dying, or about to explode, all from the light. So light isn't just brightness, it's the language of the universe. And humans are slowly learning to translate it, like learning a super ancient foreign language. When you gaze at the night sky and feel calm, remember, what you see isn't just beautiful, but also old. Very old, older than all human stories. We live in the present, but our eyes are always seeing the past. Every star is a reminder that time isn't as simple as the clock on the wall. And strangely, without this slow light, we wouldn't understand our origins. Precisely because it takes time, the universe can be read like a book. Earth, humans, and all the dramas of our lives turn out to be just a small chapter in an incredibly long cosmic story. But still important because we are part of that story. So next time you look at a star, don't just think, pretty. Try thinking, this is a message from the past that just arrived now. Starlight teaches one thing. Not everything we see is happening now. Sometimes what's visible is an old memory just now appearing. And maybe that's why the night sky always makes humans fall silent. Because without realizing it, we are gazing into the past of the universe, while standing in the present. And if you like stories like this, or are interested in similar topics, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. By subscribing, you won't miss out on other exciting content. In the next video, there will be an even more interesting topic. It could be more mysterious, more entertaining, or even more surprising than you imagined. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay updated. Likes and comments also help this channel grow. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.